Hello there everyone, Jedi here. Today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 favorite Iron Man suits. So about a month ago, I sent out a poll of what you guys wanted me to do next, a Luke Skywalker figures or an Iron Man figure list. So Iron Man won, so I'm going to be doing that first, and that Luke Skywalker one is going to be coming out later on. But this is going to be my top 10 list for the Iron Man suits. Now, the ground rules for this are like all my other top 10s. I'm not counting any Comic-Con minifigures. So, there was that Comic-Con one back in 2011 with the Captain America as well. I'm not going to be counting that on this list. So, this is just going to be retail sets that were available to the public, everything like that. So, let's start off with number 10. Number 10 here we have the Quantum Suit. So this came out in a polybag back in 2019 for the Avengers Endgame wave of sets. I believe this was also a Walmart exclusive because I never saw it anywhere else. But this is a very special figure for me because this was my first Iron Man minifigure when I started getting into the Lego Marvel sets. So this minifigure really isn't anything special. It uses the same quantum torso and legs from every other minifigure from the wave, but it just has the Iron Man helmet and the Tony Stark head. It also came with a Dumb-E minifigure, or mini build, I should say, and it came with a stand for Iron Man to make it look like he's flying. This is a pretty nice Iron Man minifigure, but it's really only here for nostalgia, so let's move on to number 9. Number 9, we have the Mark III armor. So I do have two minifigures up here for the image, and that is because they are essentially the same minifigure. The Mark III on the right came in the Infinity Saga um, Ironmonger mech set, and the one on the left came in the newer Hall of Armor, the only difference being the helmet style. So I just decided to put them both up in this picture because they are very much the same minifigure, even though I do prefer the one on the right. The printing and the torso and everything, those are all the same. The only difference is that helmet. I do like the older style helmets more than the newer bulky ones. They just make the helmet look more flat on the face. You get a lot more design and I don't know, better curvature I guess on the cheeks of the older ones and just a lot more detail. They just look nicer, more accurate in my opinion. So that's kind of why I just included them both here. They are the same minifigure except the helmets. But I do like the printing on the minifigure, especially that torso. You can see around the arc reactor and like the abs and everything. You get those nice black lines. Just a really solid minifigure. I do like the gold on there as well. Of course, this is from the first Iron Man movie back in 2008. That's what this is inspired by. So, very important movie to the MCU as well. But let's move on to number 8. Number 8, we have the Invincible Iron Man. So, this is based off the comics and maybe a TV show. I'm not 100% sure. But this is a really nice comic book style Iron Man minifigure, which we've only gotten two of in, I believe, this in a Mighty Micros version. But you can see the set that it came in here is the Iron Man Detroit Steel Strikes, and that also came with Phil Coulson and his flying car Lola. If you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know the significance of that car. It is a really nice build as well. The mech for Detroit Steel and Justin Hammer is really nice too. This is just a really nice set, one I really wish I picked up back in the day. This is a relatively pricey minifigure now, about $30 on Bricklink, but I do like it. It is different than all the other Iron Man minifigures. It is a lighter version of red instead of the dark red. They use a lighter shade, and that gold just looks really nice. You get that interesting printing for the arc reactor there. It's more of a hexagon kind of shape, and I just think that looks really nice. So, this is a great set, one I definitely regret not getting when it came out. And let's move on to number 7. Number 7, we have the Mark 45 from the Age of Ultron movie. This is a really nice minifigure. I believe it only did come in this one set here, the Iron Man vs. Ultron set. This is just a really nice minifigure. The amount of detail on this minifigure is just phenomenal looking. You get some more printing on the helmet as well. You have the gold the red and some silver on the cheekbone area, as well as some printing around the eyes, which is just so cool. You don't really see that with a lot of the Iron Man helmets, especially back when this came out, 2014. You get that amazing, amazing torso print all around the like the arc reactor with the gold. This is just one of my favorite suits in general. This is from a great movie as well. I don't believe Age of Ultron gets enough hype, but this was a great movie, and you get just amazing printing for this minifigure. The set it came in as well is really nice. You get one of the Ultron drones and half of one, I guess. According to the build, you put the legs on the build and the torso on top. I'm not really sure what that's about. Another set I didn't pick up when it came out just because I wasn't into the theme yet, but it is a nice looking build. Um, but yeah, this is a really nice minifigure. The only reason it's so low on the list is because we have a lot of better things coming up. So let's move on to number six. Number six here we have the Mark 37, the Hammerhead. So this is kind of based off the comics and a little bit of the MCU. This is a MCU style armor, I believe. Um, and the reason it's on this list is just it's so unique with that coloring. Just you don't really get green Iron Man suits. It's in that really nice green color, and you have that exclusive chest piece with the printed one by one round tile of the arc reactor, and you get some amazing print underneath that as well, and you get really nice back printing. The helmet is just in that awesome green color as well, and you do get some printing on the helmet as well, like the little rivets, I guess, to make it look more like an underwater Iron Man suit. And the set it came in is amazing as well. You have the Iron Skull sub attack thing with that really nice submarine. You have the prison cell for Captain America, a Hydra agent, Red Skull. And it's just a really nice set. I do miss when Lego would make more fun things like this, like the other one we just talked about, the Phil Coulson's car one. Just stuff that wasn't really based off the MCU, but kind of had those tie-in minifigures in a way. Just more comic book stuff, I guess. They are doing the Infinity Saga stuff now, but I do like this kind of era of the sets where they would just do stuff like that. But anyways, back to this minifigure, it is just an amazing one. The amount of printing and detail on that is amazing. I highly doubt we'll ever get this minifigure again unless it becomes the forefront suit for some kind of movie, which I highly doubt. This is just an amazing minifigure. I doubt they're ever going to make it again. So let's move on to number six, or number five, I should say. Here at number five, we have the Iron Man spacesuit, the Gemini Suit. Um, this came out in another one of those Marvel superheroes sets, kind of like the last one we just looked at, where it's kind of comic book based with a little bit of the MCU tying into it. Um, this also gave us some amazing minifigures from for other um, superheroes, I should say, and supervillains. We have the first Thanos Big Fig, which just looks amazing. It's a more comic book style of Thanos, not something we would see in the MCU. We also have a Captain Marvel, which I believe was the first Captain Marvel. Um, we have that really nice comic book style Captain America as well. So this is just an amazing set, and an amazing minifigure. I unfortunately do not have this one in my collection. It is a very pricey minifigure now, about $50 or $60. It's because it's on that all white with the little bit of gold and black. It just looks amazing. I really like these unique style Iron Man suits, like the different colors and everything. So in this one, you get the all white printing on there, and some more printing on the helmet as well. This is just a phenomenal minifigure. I don't really know what else to say about it. Just the white is so unique, and I believe this was in Iron Man 3 as well in the background at the final battle. So it's really cool to see that we're getting these more niche Iron Man suits in Lego. I doubt they'll ever give us this one again, just because they don't really do stuff like this anymore. So, yeah, great minifigure. That's why it's at number five. Let's move on to number four. Number four, we have the Mark 17, the Heartbreaker. So this is from Iron Man 3. This is from the Iron Man versus the Mandarin Ultimate Showdown. It came in that really dumb-looking go-kart build thing with the flamethrower. Yeah, I don't know what that build was all about, but the minifigures were pretty great. You get this amazing Iron Man suit with the printing on the helmet with the silver, the gold, and the red. Just really nice. And that torso print is what we're going to talk about here. Just such a unique looking suit, anyways. It's one of my favorite suits for Iron Man. You have a majority of it being gold on the torso, and you have that giant arc reactor because that's the main point of this suit is the chest beams or whatever. Yeah, I just really like the way this one looks. I mean, I've said that about all of them. That's kind of the point of this, but this one's just really nice looking. It's very unique. It doesn't look like any other suit Iron Man or Tony Stark made. And in that case, it just looks really unique. Let's move on to number three. Number three, we have another suit from Iron Man 3, the Mark 42. This is probably my favorite Iron Man suit in the MCU. Um, this is just an amazing suit. I like how it can like fly to him when he needs it. And this came in two sets. It came in the Iron Man Malibu Mansion Attack and the Iron Man Extremist Seaport Battle. The sets from this Iron Man wave were all right. My favorite being the Malibu Mansion, where you get the helicopter, you get Tony Stark, you get Pepper Potts in the Mark 42 suit. So in this case, she's the one who's wearing the suit, not Tony. And you also get the one with War Machine and what's the guy's name? The villain from Iron Man 3. I'm blanking on his name, but the suits from this wave and the minifigures from this wave were amazing. This was 2013. So for 2013 standards, you're getting a really highly detailed minifigure um, with the Mark 42. I like the white arc reactor instead of the normal blue, and it's just a very unique suit. It's the reason it's so high on the list is because of its MCU counterpart, what it can do, and the significance it played in this movie. So that's really the reason why it's so high. I also like the gold. A lot of people complain that it was as accurate because of all of the gold on the suit. I think it's fine. I think it represents what we see in the movie very well. But with all that said, let's move on to number two. For number two, we have the Iron Man suit. Primarily used in Iron Man 2, we have the Mark 5 suit. This came out in the Avengers Endgame Hall of Armor set, and this is another one of my absolute favorite suits from the MCU, the suitcase suit, where he steps into the suitcase and he is able to transform into the suitcase itself, the Mark 5. So, this is another one of those things where it's mostly nostalgia. I remember getting this set for my birthday back in 2019 and just getting all of the different Iron Man suits, like the Mark 41, the Mark 1, the Mark 80, I believe, the Mark 50, my mistake. Um, yeah, the bone suit. Just getting this set was amazing, and my favorite being the Mark 5, just because of what it is in the MCU. This is just an amazing set and something that inspired me to make my own Hall of Armor. If you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend going to check it out because that is a huge inspiration behind this video as well. Just going back and looking at all the Iron Man suits, a lot of them I have in my personal collection, which is amazing. But back to the suit, it is a primarily red and silver suit. There's no gold on this one, and I just really like that. I do like Iron Man suits where it's just the red and the silver. I don't think you see them a lot, but when you do see them, they're amazing, and that's kind of hinting at our number one spot. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. But this is just a really nice suit. This did come out in 2019 and not 2000. 2010, I believe that's when Iron Man 2 came out. But the amount of detail on this one is really nice too. What you would expect from a Iron Man minifigure from 2019. You get the helmet printing with the black lines going down the face. You get that really nice torso printing as well with the silver and the white arc reactor just going all the way down. Really nice minifigure, a really nice set, one of my favorite sets for Marvel. But let's move on to number one. I have a feeling you guys already know what it is. So of course, for number one, I had to put this here, the Silver Centurion set. or not even the set, it's a polybag. Um, yeah, this was a no-brainer for the number one spot, and I'll tell you why. It has those amazing dual molded with printing arms, and it has side leg printing as well, and the silver just looks amazing. They really did this minifigure justice. This also appeared in the Iron Man 3 movie, and you also have an exclusive armor piece that goes over the torso with another arc reactor. This one's a more triangle shaped one, and you also do get some like a 1 by 2 on the back as well, like a tile for the back of the armor. And it does come with an exclusive head print, I believe, with a black eye and some damage on Tony's face. This is just an amazing, amazing minifigure. This was an exclusive, I believe, to GameStop for the video game. I think that's where this came from. But this is just an amazing minifigure. They really went all out with this, especially with the dual molding and the leg printing on the sides. Like, that's something we rarely get for any Marvel minifigure these days. I mean, even getting leg printing on some minifigures is rare, but like they really went all out with this one. I really respect it and I love it a lot. This is one of the most expensive Iron Man minifigures. I want to say it's about $100 or something at this point, maybe more. Um, I mean, reasonably so. It was an exclusive, and it's just so unique. Everything about this minifigure is exclusive, to my knowledge. So that makes sense why it's so expensive. And yeah, this is just such an amazing, amazing minifigure. It's a shame we'll probably never get it in a set again, but I can see why they would keep something like that exclusive. And there it is, you guys. That is my top 10 favorite Iron Man suits. Obviously, I feel like the number one spot is kind of obvious. It's almost everyone's favorite Iron Man suit, but rightfully so. It's just amazing. But let me know what you guys think about this list down below. Do you have anything you would change or add onto the list? I didn't include every Iron Man suit because he has a lot more than 10, obviously. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this list came out. And let me know what you guys think about it down below. And if you're new here, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It is completely free, helps out my channel a lot. And I'm going to be doing a lot more top 10 videos in the future. I'm finally done college for the semester, so I'm going to be making a lot more videos soon. But with all that said, hope you guys are having a great day. I'm the Jedi Brick. Peace out. Bye.